Hello everyone, my name is Het Prajapati. For some of you, I might be known, and for some of you, I might be new. So, I secured All India rank 240 in GATE CS 2026, and I accepted IIT Kharagpur in for MTech CS. So, for the doubts, you can unmute yourself, or else you can also share your doubts in the chat section and raise your hands, and one by one, I will unmute you, and you can tell your doubt. So let me introduce with my let me start with my journey. So I started in March 2025 and I completed my syllabus in August 2025. So there was this syllabus completion phase, and then I started the test series and regular revision and aimed for goclasses AIMTs, and that was my overall procedure, as you can like say. You can raise your hands or can share it out in the chat section. Yes, Prashant. Okay. Someone is
Hello.
asking. Hello, hi.
Hello. I wanted to ask you that I just a few weeks ago I bought the Go Classes course and मेरे को ऐसा पूछना था कि जैसे मैं अभी स्टार्ट करूंगा अभी जैसे तो मैं काफ़ी वैसे लेट हूँ स्टार्ट किया मैंने तो मैं अभी फिलहाल तो मैं स्केड्यूल फॉलो कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि आई वाज नॉट अ वेरी ब्राइट स्टूडेंट और मेरे को उतनी पढ़ने की आदत नहीं है वैसे इतनी ज़्यादा तो अब धीरे धीरे कर रहा हूँ बढ़ा रहा हूँ अपनी स्टडी आवर्स तो अभी फिलहाल मैं स्केड्यूल के हिसाब से चल रहा हूँ जो प्रोवाइड कराए जा रहे हैं गो क्लासेस के तो मेरे को कितनी फ्रीक्वेंसी अभी धीरे इंक्रीज करनी चाहिए कि आई वांट कि मेरा नवंबर दिसंबर तक खत्म हो जाए तो एटलीस्ट मैं पूरा जैन अपने मॉक टेस्ट को दे पाऊँ ऐसा।
Okay, got it. So yeah, you can follow the weekly schedule. That's fine. And yeah, for syllabus, you can target September to October for syllabus completion. And if any worst case situation happens, and if you're not able to complete it, then you can extend up to November. And I would not suggest you to go in December. Why? Because then you have to attempt the mock test, all the test series, right? And then you have to do regular revision because there will be only 1 month left after December. So that's why I would suggest you to extend up to November, do as much as you can, and don't worry about the lengthy subjects. You can go with the compact course also, right? There are also available for TOC, DBMS, DM, right? So you can go with that also and everything is covered there too. So you can complete it up to September, October, and then you can extend it.
ओके एंड मेरे को एक और पूछना था कि मतलब इसमें जैसे रिवीजन है तो मेरे में मैं क्या है ना मैं भूल जाता हूँ बहुत जल्दी भूल जाता हूँ तो अ, जैसे अभी मैंने ना रिसेंटली अभी लीनियर अलजेब्रा कर रहा था तो उसमें जो मैंने 3-4 लेक्चर पहले पढ़ा था तो मतलब वो मैं भूल जाता हूँ तो ऐसे फिर मेरे को रिवीजन करना पड़ता है बट मैं बार बार इतने जैसे अब जैसे बढ़ता जा रहा है कंटेंट तो फिर मेरे को पूरा एक वापस रिवीजन में ज़्यादा टाइम लग रहा है। तो रिवीजन का क्या ऐसे कुछ स्ट्रेटजी है करने का जिससे सब कुछ सही भी हो? ऐसा वैसे बोलते हैं कि शॉर्ट नोट्स बनाओ, बट मेरे को शॉर्ट नोट्स बनाने ऐसे आते नहीं है। और एक्चुअली में ना मैंने ट्राई किया था, बट मेरे को क्या है कि शॉर्ट नोट्स में बनाता हूँ तो फिर उसमें क्या है मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता है। जैसे मेरे को थोड़ा चाहिए कि मैं अपने अपने थोड़े लैंग्वेज में लिखूं, तो फिर मेरे को समझ में भी आया, अरे हाँ मैंने इधर ये गलती की थी, ये सर ने ऐसा बताया था। तो वो मेरे को मेरे नोट्स ही सही लगते हैं। शॉर्ट नोट्स में मेरे को मैं उतना जचता नहीं है मेरे को। तो रिवीजन का क्या रहेगा ऐसे?
Yeah, for revision, you can go with the toppers notes that are available, and if you are not comfortable with that, then you can go with the annotated notes. That is also complete. So you can choose either of them, and you can start the revision. And if you are asking that you have to do a regular revision, that is necessary. But uh, you can do one thing after each like particular part of the topic or a subject. You can revise that thing, and after that you can move forward to another topic, another section, and then after completion of that you can revise that. So the revision will be in the parts, it will not be of the whole entire subject. So then you will not feel any burden that the entire subject you have to revise again and again. So that might help. And are you, one thing I want to ask you, that are you doing revision like daily basis or a weekly basis?
I am doing the revision daily.
Okay. Then for a daily basis, you can give 30 minutes to 1 hour. That's more than enough, because then you have to complete the syllabus also and do the practice daily, right? So you can give 30 minutes to 1 hour. And in that, what you can do, whatever you have completed in past days, or either yesterday, you can revise that immediately, because that will be fresh, like you have done 24 hours before only. So that you can revise, it will hardly take 30 minutes or maximum 1 hour. So you can do that, right? And for short notes, I want to tell that what you should write in the short notes. If you are comfortable with that, that is also a good thing, that you are making your own short notes, because that is made by you. So you know that whatever what is written and what are, if you have any difficulty in some portion, then you have written it, so you know it very well, right? So for that you can write some important note points, or whichever sir told that this some note thing, right? Note down this thing. Or if there is any important formula or some topic which, or anything which seems that you will forget in future days, or which seems difficult currently to remember or to understand, then you can write that thing. Even you can write some questions which contains 2 to 3 concepts simultaneously. So how this will help, that while revision you just have to solve that single question, and that will revise your 2 to 3 concepts. So combinedly. So that will also work. So you can do with this. But for this, if you are making short notes, then I would suggest that make it parallel to the syllabus. Parallel to the video lecture you are currently watching. Because once you complete the lecture, and then you will think that I will make it at the end, or at the, before night, before, right? That will what make a problem, that you have to iterate all the annotated notes again, so that will waste time. So better that you are making it parallel, so you know what you are watching, where you are facing a problem or a confusion, you will write it simultaneously. So that will help you.
हेलो
Okay.
भैया।
And
Yes, question.
वन थिंग आई वांट टू आस्क दैट जे ये सब तो हो गया, एंड एप्टीट्यूड का आपने कैसे प्रिपेयर किया था पर्सनली?
Okay. So for aptitude, if you talk about me, then I have not, practiced separately. I haven't given separately time for aptitude. I wanted to, but I didn't get sufficient time, because I had to attempt the test series, then this revision, all this stuff was there. So I didn't get separate time to do for the aptitude. But if you want to do, then I would suggest that you can do it in the weekends. And in weekends also, just 1 to 2 hours is more than enough, because aptitude is not that much difficult in gate. It is really, easy if you are understanding some basic math and all these things. And from 15 marks, if you have some basic maths and everything, puzzle, see, aptitude is something like a puzzle. So, as per my experience, I would say that 12 to 13 marks are easily achievable in aptitude. So if you want to practice, then do it in the weekends, and hardly 1 to 2 hours is more than sufficient. That is enough. You don't have to give time daily. That's not necessary.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Hi, bro.
Hello. Yes, Harsha. Yes.
Uh, Bro, I have doubt regarding making notes, bro. How to make notes while
Okay.
watching lectures?
Yeah. So for long notes or for short notes, I mean, for long notes, I would not recommend for now because long notes will take a lot of time. So for short notes, I have said recently that you can write some important points or some topics which you seem difficult while watching the lecture, or you can write some question as say that which contains 2 to 3 concepts, something like this.
How did you written, bro? Did you follow long notes or short notes? Short notes.
Um, I have written short notes. Same as said. That is what I followed for my also. I haven't written for all the subjects because that was not necessary for in my case actually. But whatever I have written, that was just the short notes, and what I have contained in this some question which contains some topics right simultaneously, some formulas which sir told that it is some important thing, or some examples which sir has solved, and which is really nice, and like it makes me learn something new. Then I was writing that some concept or some formula. I was also keeping a document where I was keeping screenshots of some comments which are made by Sachin sir or Deepak sir on Gate Overflow while after attending the test series or weekly quizzes. Right on the discussion page, if there is some concept written or some nice comment is written by sir or by any student, then I was capturing the screenshot and I was pasting in my document. So that was also one part of my short notes. That was also helped me in revision a lot. And while attempting the test series of weekly quizzes, I was looking to that. That made me, I mean, learn something new and keep those concepts refreshed. That was my strategy.
Hello,
Besides that, did you follow this annotated notes, bro? Or you completely dependent on your short notes?
Okay. So I have followed Karan Agarwal's notes completely. For first time, I have chose that, and for all the subjects, I have followed Karan Agarwal's notes. And if it seems that this topic is getting difficult for me to understand, or there is something, I mean, not cleared from the notes, then I was shifting to annotated notes. I mean, because see, I have watched the lecture, right? So I know that which topic or which concept is there after this thing. So I can directly go to that page number, I mean, that slide, and was revising from annotated notes. But preference was the topper's notes because it is written from the lecture itself. So it is sufficient. And that was me.
Okay, thanks, bro.
Yeah,
hello, भैया.
yeah. Santosh, just a second. Let me take a doubt from the chat section.
Okay.
Hello, someone is asking, have you approached the subject? So, can you tell me that, I mean, for particular subject or for overall thing? I guess the person is not there. Okay, let me take a next doubt. Okay, Santosh is asking, yes, consistent कैसे रहूं? Hello, Santosh.
यस भैया.
Okay,
ये कंसिस्टेंट कैसे रहूं, और मैं डेली 5 आवर्स का लेक्चर देख पा रहा हूँ, पर मैं सिलेबस भी कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाऊंगा, सो उसको और कैसे पुश करूं?
so are you doing with the college or are you a dropper? What's your situation?
विद कॉलेज एक्चुअली. मैं कॉलेज जाऊंगा नहीं, बस प्रैक्टिकल्स को जाऊंगा, और अभी वैक्सीन चालू है मेरा. 15 डेज बचा है.
Okay, okay, so you can extract your time from the college itself. I mean, if that is possible, then you can do with that. So what I would say that after before college you can extract some time, and while college you can like sit on the last bench and you can do the revision or something, PYQs, whichever is possible. and after that, it might be, if it's possible, then take some break and then start with the preparation. And for consistency, I would say that you can solve get goclasses DPPs. So that helped me, for me, if you say that, that helped me for maintaining consistency. So how it helped, that if I feel some boredom or some, I was not in the mood to do something for gate today, if I am feel exhausting, or if there is some other work, right, situation which is not possible for me to give complete time to gate, then I was at least solving the gate go classes DPPs, so that helped me maintain the consistency. And if you are not able to sit for more than 3 hours or 4 hours, that's completely fine. You can take some break, 30 minutes, 15 minutes break, and then you can start. So that will make your brain fresh, and you can extend your hours for great preparation.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Ria is asking, how do you manage revisions with completing the syllabus? Okay. Please let me know if my strategy is okay to cover the syllabus on weekends and do revision on weekends. Also, if I'm practicing from gate overflow, then how do I know which question I have attempted, so that on weekend I can attempt other questions? Because I guess in gate overflow there is no sequence for questions, right? I'm preparing for gate DA. Okay. So for revision with syllabus completion, so what I did was, I was assume that I have completed machine learning, and after that I have jumped to artificial intelligence. Then my strategy was that, while watching the, or while going with the course of artificial intelligence, I was solving the PYQs of machine learning. So that helped me revising the previous subject, and I was parallelly doing the current subject also. So that was my strategy, like doing PYQs, which helped me in revision. I didn't get give separate time to like prefer the toppers notes while I was completing the syllabus. After I completed the syllabus, I started the test series. So while attempting the test series, I was referring to the toppers notes. So then I started the reading the notes, and in that also, if there is a topic based test series, then I was referring the topic and giving the test series, right? And well, it was subject wise, then I was revising the toppers notes completely, then the annotated notes if required, and if any short notes if I have written, then I was referring to that. And for this thing, uh, I have read entire toppers notes for the first two iteration, and after that, when it was the third iteration, I was aware pretty much that like what topic is there, or what will come after this topic in the notes, and what I knew in a better way, and which was my weaker point. So then it was a quicker thing, that I mean the revision was doing a little in a faster manner. So that was my thing. Okay, and yes, your strategy is good. I mean, it works that you are completing your syllabus on weekdays and doing your revision on weekends. So that's a good thing. Okay, so for keeping track of questions on gate overflow, I mean, there is not such uh, like a feature on this. But if you want to tag the question, you can do it by, I mean, there is a more option. There three dots are there in the question. I mean, below the question. You can click on that, and then there is a list section. So when you click on list, you will see a various tags like wrongly attempted, or difficult, or important, something like this. So you can tick the tag, and the question will automatically added to this thing. And then you can access it while going to the profile section of Gate Overflow. And then you can see the tag section. You can go with it, or you can then ask me in personal. I mean, okay. So you can just check it there. You will get it. So you can keep track, right, like that way.
Hello, Hit. Can I ask my query?
Hello. Yes, Priyanshi.
It's Priyanshi. Yes. I wanted to ask, like, after giving a test, like I have given CN test, right? So usme there are many questions, like मान लो I couldn't get 6-7 questions right in the first attempt. I go to
Hmm.
Gate Overflow and check the solutions of those, but some people have suggested that you should be able to like without timer you should be able to think how to approach those questions, but there haven't been times like I don't know how to even approach that question. Like suppose there's a question in flow control, so without seeing the solution I have no idea like how should I approach that. So how to build this habit of assessing the questions of test series and PYQs.
Hmm. So after test series or weekly quizzes, whatever you are attempting, if you are not able to solve a particular set of questions, then it's completely fine. You are that is for learning, right? So that's fine. Then after attempting the test series, I would suggest that sit for 1 to 2 hours or maximum 3 hours, and then do a complete analysis of those questions. And also, I would say that go for each and every option and read that also, and go and understand each options also, and then check that whether you are not able to attempt it. Was it because of a silly mistake, or was it because you are not uh, aware of that concept, or was it a new concept, anything? And then you can, after analyzing it properly, you can also maintain a separate mistake book. So you can write those things also, that what mistakes you are, facing in that particular test. So while revision also you can include it and you can improve that way.
Thank you so much.
Okay, welcome.
So hello, he.
Hello. Yes.
I just have one query. I'm a full-time dropper. My college just ended this year, and I've just enrolled in your course starting of June, and I have looked at the lectures. They are super lengthy, around 1200 hours, right? So, and the target is clear. Before November and October, you just have to finish the syllabus, right? So how is it even possible to do all that, like full-time lectures, then questions, and then reflecting what gone wrong in the whole day? How is it even manageable, or do I have to approach some different strategy here?
And is it your first attempt or second attempt?
It's my second attempt. I have given GATE and I've got 28 marks, GATE CSE. I have prepped for most hardly 45 days. I thought I would at least qualify, but I didn't. Anyway, so here I am.
Okay, okay. So as a dropper, first of all, you can give at least 8 hours, right? So in that you can manage to watch the lectures and then parallel practice, right? Whatever you're doing from PYQs, any other source. Okay. So you can divide your time. And for for huge syllabus, I would say that for some subjects whose compact course is available, you can go with that for now. And then you can go with the main course whose course is not available yet. So with that you can shorten your time period.
What should be my main focus, lectures or question?
Both actually, because if you know about some particular concept, then you can watch the lecture in 2x, right? If you are not aware of it, or if you are not feeling any confidence in that. So watching, completing the syllabus is equally important, and practice is also equally important. Why? Because uh, while watching the lecture, you will not feel any confidence, or you might feel confidence that you are knowing the concept, you know everything. But until and unless you are not attempting the question, until you are not putting your concept in the question, you will not see the reality that whether you are knowing the concept in actual basis, or is it your uh, you can say feeling confident before attempting, before I'm having any particular implementation. So it's better to balance both the thing. You can watch the lecture, and parallelly for some period of time you can practice also,
Uh,
because
what
that will
what
ultimately help you in revision too, right? Because if you are attempting some sort of questions, and if you are facing any difficulty, you will realize that you are weak at this concept, or you are not understanding the concept properly. So you can watch the lecture in a early time period, or you can schedule it in the revision also. So that would be a good thing.
so one more thing, being very realistic. I have enrolled in the GATE CSE plus DA course. So, you being very realistic, should I pursue both of them or just PSE?
Both is also doable. I mean, I would not say that it is not possible. Of course, it is doable. And if you are doing both the attempt both these gate exams, then compact course would be a recommendable thing that go with the compact course whose subject course is available, so that you can save your time to go with the other subjects, other lengthy subjects. Because you are doing both, right? You have to give time to the test series, the revision. That is a double effort thing. And as a dropper, that's completely fine. I mean, you can give enough time. That is doable.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Let me take one doubt from that section. Okay, राजीव इज आस्किंग, भैया मैं ड्रॉपर हूँ, बिना नोट्स बनाए स्लाइड्स के कैसे फास्ट पेस में कैसे सब्जेक्ट कंप्लीट करें? Okay, if you're not making notes, then that's fine. You can refer to the toppers notes. The toppers notes are completely made from the go classes lectures also itself. So you can get an idea that which topic you are revising or you want to do next. So you can refer that. And if you're facing any issue there, then you can go with the annotated notes. Right. Hello, Rajiv. Is it clear? I guess he's not there. Okay. Okay. ASS is asking, but for gate DA, there are not much PYQ. So should we do the DPP question? Yeah, DPP question are also good. I mean, yeah, that's of course you must do it. So after completing the PYQs, you can go with the questions which are there in the lecture itself, the practice question or homework question. You can complete that or first. After that, complete the weekly quizzes, right? As per your schedule, whichever you are following. And you can do one DPP on a daily basis. So one DPP per day, that's completely fine. You can get more set of questions. So of course, it's a cherry on the top, I would say. So that's a good thing. Okay, Priya is asking how many times you should solve PYQ, like total iteration of PYQ. Okay, so for PYQ, I would say one time is completely enough. You are attempting the PYQ, that's your first time. You will attempt it properly. Okay, and you can mark the questions which you feel are difficult or which you are not able to solve it at that period of time, or which you don't know any concept of it. So you can mark those important questions in the PDF itself. If you are following Gate Overflow PYQ book, then you can star mark it. And in the second iteration, if you have time and want to do the PYQs again, then you can do those star mark questions only. That is not at all necessary to do all the PYQs. Of course, there is a huge set. So you will not ultimately, of course, get a time to do all the PYQs. So one time is completely enough. And for second time, if you get time, then you can do the star mark questions. That's all. No need to do everything. Yeah. Okay. Any other doubt? Anyone?
May I?
Hello? Yes. Tell me.
हाँ, um, भैया मैं अभी मैंने कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क से स्टार्ट किया है लाइक फ्रॉम द मिड ऑफ जून विथ डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स एंड सी लैंग्वेज मैं टॉपिक्स करते रहता हूँ और उसके बाद उसके पीवाईक्यूज करता हूँ एंड इन द फर्स्ट इटरेशन फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक I was able to solve like almost all the questions except few questions. Maybe let's say there are 30 PYQs for a binary heap topic. So I was able to solve approximately 25 to 26 questions in the first attempt. So is this like normal?
Yeah, it's good. Of course, of course. If you're able to solve some questions, then that's completely good. And for rest, you can do the revision and you can, make a stronger note on that particular topic which you're not able to do it, right? So you can do it like this.
And my second doubt is regarding test series. I have started with weekly quizzes.
I'm not able to hear
After
you clearly. Your voice is
completion of
cracking.
will do the test series questions, and मेरा अभी फर्स्ट टाइम में जब मैं अटेम्प्ट अप्रोक्सीमेट 40% मार्क्स आ रहे हैं 40-50%. तो आप सॉरी am I audible?
Can you write your doubt in the chat section? Your voice is really cracking, so I'm not able to catch you. Okay, till then, one thing I would like to say to all of you who are present, that if you're facing difficulty in like remembering any concept or any topic, right, anything, it can be anything. So what I did was that I was making the concept, I mean, I was making it feel like this concept is very trivial. It is very obvious to happen, or it is very certain to happen, right? So that how that helped me, like for in particular, if I talk about computer networks, right? So if some packet is generating and if it is going to one server source to destination and then to particular layers, so I was just making it a obvious thing that yeah, if there's something is something event is happening, then that got certain to happen. If I would say that if some past event happened, right, and from that particular outcome the next event happened, so I was making it feel that if the first event has happened, then it was obvious that the next event should happen. If whichever is the next event. So I was making it that obvious and making it feel to the brain that yeah, if this thing is there, it should be obvious. Similar in the test series or weekly quizzes also. Like if some topic is or some question is there which I was feeling difficult or which I attempted wrong or which was unattempted. But after seeing the solution, I was feeling that that was very trivial or which I was able to attempt if I give some more time or if I think properly, if I revise properly, if my concept is not stronger. So then I was making it obvious by reading the solution that okay, if something happened and if there is some this next step, okay, in the solution, then as per the concept as sir taught, so that should be a trivial thing. It was obvious thing that that should be the flow of the particular uh, question or some method which is flowing in the question, right? So that helped me in remembering the concept more easily. So that you can try it. Okay. Thathagat has written his doubt. Bhaiya, I want to convey that I am scoring 45 to 50 marks in weekly quizzes. So I want to ask, am I having a good start? Okay. So yeah, in weekly quizzes, you are able to achieve 45 to 50%. That's really good thing because uh, it is a 15 marks. If the weekly quiz is 15 marks, then you are able to, let's say you are able to attempt 7 to 8 marks. Then it's fine. That's good thing. Okay. Now, what is your next target? That you must revise or you must analyze those questions which you attempted wrongly or which are left unattempted and analyze that properly and each and every option as said earlier. Do it complete analysis, sit for 1 to 2 hours or 3 hours maximum, and then target for more marks. Of course, the ultimate target would be the 15 marks or 25 marks, but that would be, I mean, that will happen gradually. That will, it's, you know, it's not a sudden thing. That will happen. Don't worry, but it will be a gradual thing. So when it will happen, when you analyze it properly, when you will include those mistakes in the revision and revise those things properly, and then in your next attempt, before the next attempt, you must revise or look into those, I mean, mistake book if you are making it or those mistakes which you attempted earlier, and then remember what you have made these mistakes in the previous attempt while you are attempting the next test or quiz, and then try to reduce those mistakes as much as possible, right? And then you will observe that, yeah, you are improving it gradually. So you can do like this. That should be your strategy. Is it clear? Okay. Yeah. Hemant is asking, I'm restarting after completely prepared from the free resources while watching the goclasses lectures, feeling like new things. Should I have to complete it slowly, or as I have already completed, I have to complete the syllabus by November itself? Should I take the test series or now itself, or should take after completing the syllabus this time? Okay. So if you are already done with some sort of subjects or a topic, whatever, then you can watch the lectures from the compact course, right? That will help you finish from complete those subjects in a shorter period. And for whichever subject or a topic, if you are done with it, you can watch it in a 2x or 1.5x speed, whichever speed you are comfortable with. Y- I would suggest that watch all the lectures properly, because I mean, from my experience, I would say that from the college, I have some basic knowledge, right, before shifting to Go classes. But then I realized that there was some minute things in any of the lecture you will pick up, which I was not aware of, or which was like a weaker thing for me, which I was not confident enough. So that will boosted my confidence, and that make me learn the new concepts which a sir has taught. And it might happen that sir has written something new or something like important notes or points or some formulas, right, which might be not taught in the free resources on, if someone is going with the college, or in college also some topics are actually skipped or not covered well enough. So I would say that watch those topics which are already done with it in a 2x speed or 1.5x speed, which you are comfortable, and go with it. And which are not done, which are left still, you can watch it in a slow speed so that you can complete it properly by understanding it intuitively and properly, that like how the concept is working, what the concept is saying to you. So that should be the strategy. And for test series, I would say that mm, you can purchase it right now also. Why? Because you have, as said, that you have completed some portion of the syllabus. So then purchase it right now and go with the weekly quizzes or test series, right? Okay, of course, you are an Android student, then you can go with the test series and weekly quiz also. Right? Purchase it right now and start attempting it of the topics of syllabus which are already done with. Start with the topic wise test series, then subject wise, then mixed subject, and then the full length test. That should be the flow. You can go. Is it clear, Hemant? Okay. Yes, Manish. I guess he's not there in the meeting. Okay, so anyone has doubt? Gaurav, Jayant, anyone? Welcome. Yeah, you can unmute yourself, or you can also write in the chat section, whichever you are comfortable. Hello, Ritesh. Okay, do you have any doubt, anyone? Or should we end the meeting? Okay. Jayant is asking, brother, at a time, how much subject we should study? At a time, maximum two subject is more than enough. And for that also, I would say that pick subject such a way that one subject is a lengthier one and one subject is a easier one. The reason is that if you pick both subjects which are lengthy, for example, TOC and DBMS, then it will make hard, or it will make difficulty to focus on both the things and complete it parallelly. Okay, so if you are picking it one subject which is lengthy and which is one which is easier, then you can complete it parallelly in a smoother way, because the lengthier subject you can give more time to it, and for easier subject you can do it in a shorter period of time with complete understanding in both the subjects, so that you can do it, but maximum two subjects, not more than that. Jayant is asking how much subject is left when we can give start. Okay, for full length mock if you are asking, or for the subject wise or topic wise? Okay, full length. So for full length, I would say that if you are left with 2 to 3 subjects in the syllabus, then you can start it very comfortably. Attempt the questions of the subjects which you have already done with it, and you can leave the subjects which are still left. Okay, that's completely fine. You can attempt those questions later on when you're done with those subjects. So that you can give it after 2 to 3 subjects. If you are remaining with it, you can start with the full length mock test. Hemant is asking what is the best order you suggest for Go classes. So best order in the sense the subject flow or the subject topological order, or like balancing or everything, like the practice question and okay, for subject. So for subject I would say that you can start with engineering maths and discrete maths for the initial basis, and after that you can pick any subject. There is not a particular constraint on it, and as said earlier recently that you can pick 2 subjects also, and you can pick one to be lengthier one and one to be a easier one. My bad. Okay, and for subjects if you pick, then you just make sure that there is no prerequisite of the subjects, because for some subjects there is a prerequisite, right? That for compiler design there is a prerequisite of TOC. For COA there is a prerequisite of digital logic. For algorithm there is a data structure, and for data structure there is a C language. So this some sort of dependency is there, so make sure that if you are picking some subject, your if there is some prerequisite subject, then you are clear with it, and then you can jump to the next subject, so you can flow with that. Otherwise there is no stricter constraint on it. Okay, Jayant is asking, can I go with a discrete maths compact course, because with full course it's taking too much time to complete? Yes, that's completely fine. For a discrete maths you can go with the compact course. And yeah, for for all of you who are doing with the compact course, I would just make sure one thing, that uh, complete the syllabus from compact course. That is completely fine. But for more practice, I would say that refer the main course, and in that access the practice question and homework question which are available, and you should attempt that. If you have time, then you must attempt that, because in compact course those things are actually not there, of course, right? Because in compact course everything is taught in a concise manner. So for more practice question you can refer the main course. That would be a good thing. And for PYQs, that is covered, right? In both compact course and in main course, everything is there. So for that, that will be covered. Yeah, for Ritesh, for TOC also, you can go with the compact course. That's fine. And yeah, for TOC compact course, I would like to say that the topic of countability and reducibility is not there in compact course. So refer those 2 topics from the main course, right? For countability, there is a separate module, and for reducibility, there is one particular, uh, the section in the Turing machine and disability module. You can scroll that module and you will see one uh, text written reducibility. When once you click on this, you will get a YouTube lecture link of the 2 lecture link. Okay, so those lectures are actually uploaded on YouTube. So for these 2 things, you must refer the full course. Else, compact course is fine. That's enough. Okay. Hemant is asking, while attempting previous year mocks from Go classes, I have stuck at 40-50 range. How to improve this time? Okay, so this range is for current year, I mean for latest attempt or for previous attempt? Okay, so for now, if you are facing any, I mean, if for the particular subject whichever you are getting this range of marks, you make sure that you revise. I mean, first of all, if you're done with the subject, then refer the, sorry, full length. Okay, that's fine. You can revise those subjects from the course, of course. Okay, you can watch the lectures first of all and clear the concepts properly if you are not aware of it or if you are having some weaker side of it. First, make it comfortable with it and make it properly done and have some practice with PYQs or the practice question or a homework question which they are providing. Okay, and then you can test the concepts from the weekly quizzes, and after having this enough practice, you can go with the full length mocks and you can test it, right? And for this time, as I said, that you can give the full length after you are left with 2 to 3 subjects. So then you have some 80% sort of subjects which are ready to attempt for the full length, okay, which you can attempt in it. And for rest, you can leave it as said, then you can attempt it later on. You can market it. So that will help you improve the marks. And of course, see, after that also, if you're stucking with anything or any range, the analysis is equally important. So after test analysis is equally important. Do with it properly, sit and completely analyze it in depth. Okay. Read the solution in the Gate overflow properly. If you found something new, you can make a screenshot of it, out of it, and everything, something like this. Okay, and make a mistake notebook out of it, like if there is a silly mistake or if there is a conceptual mistake or any sort of mistake, like you are not able to give sufficient time to particular question, or if you have given more time to question, then you should give it, right? Some sort of mistakes you observed while analyzing the test, you must wrote down in the separate notebook, and then you include it in the revision. And before the next test or the quiz which you are attempting, you can just have a look on that those mistake book, and then make sure that you are not repeating those mistakes in the next attempt. This everything will ultimately help you improving the marks in the test. Okay, it can be any test, I mean whatsoever, whether it's a full length or a subject wise or anything. Okay, Jayant is asking, can I refer toppers notes if I don't make long notes and prefer topper long notes, then it will be good or not? If I make only short notes only while revision. Yeah, topper notes are completely fine. And that's of course complete and enough. So you can refer in there. And if you're facing any issue in some particular concept in the topper's notes, then you can refer from the annotated notes, right? Because that is a lecture notes, of course. So you know that well enough that um, what concept is there in the notes, so then you can clear it properly. And you can make short notes as said, right, if you're comfortable with it, but make sure that you're not wasting much time in that. Okay, write whatever is required, whatever is concise in this, and the rest topper notes are enough, you can refer it. Okay, Ritesh is asking, in OS, what was your strategy to cover module or memory management? I am having troubles understanding few topics in it. Okay, so Ritesh, can you like mention any particular topic or like paging or any other stuff? Or is it a overall memory management? Okay, okay. See, for these topics like multi-level paging and TLB, I would say that if you're done with the lectures in a first go, then you can try to attempt the questions which are done in the lecture itself and which are given in the practice set or a homework set, whatever. Okay, you can first try to attempt it yourself, and then try to analyze that if you're facing any issue, then I would it is totally okay to watch these video lectures in a second iteration. You can watch those lectures again. That's fine. But then I would say that make sure that while watching the lecture second time, you must uh, make sure that you are understanding it properly. Okay, that's the second time you're watching those entire lectures, you are giving your uh, time, okay, your precious time in those lectures again. So make sure doing it properly. And let's say in worst case, if you are not able to clear your concept in the second attempt also after watching the lecture, then I would say that then you have to just refer the topper's notes or annotated notes. You can't afford your time in watching the lecture third time. Then you have to manage referring or revising those concepts from the notes itself. Then you can't afford it again. Right. Is it clear, Ritesh? Okay, okay. Like Ritesh, if I mean for these topics like multi-level paging and particularly multi-level paging, for my personal experience, if I will say, then after watching in a first iteration, I was confident enough. But while attempting the questions, when the difficulty was gradually increasing, I was facing some difficulty, or I was actually forgetting like how to solve the questions of multi-level paging. What should be the ultimate flow? Although I have written the actual method which is taught by Sachin sir, right? Like dividing into chunks and then uh, like making the particular beats of the, I mean, whatever size of the page table is there, and then dividing into beats, everything. I have written it in my notes, but still I was facing some issue because my concepts might be not cleared, okay, or might have revised it properly. So I myself have watched the lectures, complete lecture of multi-level paging again in the second time, but then uh, I focused, or I mean concentrated properly and cleared it well enough. After that, if I was facing some issue in the like question of multi-level paging, then I was just directly jumping to the my notes. And if I was not able to revise it from my notes, then I was shifting to the particular question in the annotated notes, which sir has solved, right? And I was just relating those question from the question which I am currently solving. And I was relating it that whatever sir is solving, try to relate it with the current solution, I mean the current question, and try to solve the particular question in that same manner, in that same strategy which sir has solved. And then I was learning it that, yeah, I mean I was gradually gaining some confidence that yes, it was a doable thing, but I was forgetting the concept. I was having some lag in my revision. So then that improved me in this way. I was relating it properly, and then it improved. Okay. Aryan is asking, sir, how to manage SEM exams and preparation. Okay. So with college, I would for SEM exams, I would say that while you are having semester exams, then you can extract 2 to 3 hours time. That's fine. If you're not able to extract that much, then at least 2 hours time. And then in that period, you can do the PYQs or do the revision from your notes or topper's notes, whichever you are comfortable with. Okay. Do not refer something new or some new concept in that period. Just focus on revision or you can attempt PYQs of the subjects which are already done with it. So that will help you also maintain the consistency throughout your SAM exams, and that will help you keep in touch with GATE, right? You are doing some sort of GATE related thing daily. And if you're not able to do PYQs, also then if you're facing difficulty in that or difficulty in facing revision, okay, then in worst case, I would say then you can go with goclasses DPPs. In DPPs, there are hardly 5 questions, right? So daily you can solve the 5 questions, and that will also be a good thing that you are revising some random sort of topics which are in the current DPP, okay, in the particular day. So that will also help you in some sort of revision, of course, because you are attempting the question. So that is one sort of revision. So you can choose either of these and you can go there. Yeah, is it clear, Aryan? Okay, okay, thank you. Yeah, so any other doubt? Yeah, Gaurav, do you want to ask anything? You can write in the chat section or you can unmute yourself. Anything.
May I ask भैया?
Hello. Yeah. Tell me.
मैंने मेरी आवाज क्लियर आ रही है इस बार?
Yes, it is audible. Yes, you are
ओके ओके।
audible.
सो मैंने इस साल में गेट डीए में अपियर हुआ था, मैंने क्वालिफाई कर लिया था। एंड तो मैं लीनियर अलजेब्रा, कैलकुलस, प्रोबेबिलिटी एंड स्टेट्स और डीबीएमएस को मैं थोड़ा रिवीजन पर्पस से मान लीजिए मैं एलएसए स्टार्ट करता हूँ, तो हर रोज मैं उसके पर्टिकुलर जैसे कि अनोटेटेड नोट्स है लेक्चर्स में इंजीनियरिंग मैथमेटिक्स में, तो उसके क्वेश्चंस मैं सोल्व करता जाता हूँ हर रोज। सो इन माय टाइम तो वो क्या ठीक रहेगा एक तरीके से ज्यादा, या फिर कुछ आप एडवाइस देना चाहेंगे इसमें?
I mean, are you solving the questions like parallel to the lectures or like doing it separately?
नहीं
I mean,
नहीं, लेक्चर्स तो मैंने मेजोरिटी ऑफ द कॉन्सेप्ट मेरे को याद है। अभी सिर्फ क्वेश्चंस की प्रैक्टिस करने की बात कर रहा हूँ, लाइक डेली 1 to 2 या फिर 5 क्वेश्चंस एट मैक्स फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक।
yeah, I mean, that's good. Practice is equally important. So you can go with it. And are you done with the complete syllabus?
लाइक आप किसके लिए पूछ रहे हैं, मैं बताइए मुझे।
Sorry, can you repeat it?
लाइक आप लाइक मैंने लीनियर अलजेब्रा और ये सारे टॉपिक्स है, डीबीएमएस और मैथ्स का पार्ट, एक्सेप्ट डिस्क्रीट मैथ्स, मैंने डीए की प्रिपरेशन के वक्त मैंने अच्छे से पढ़ा था। सो मैंने तब कवर कर लिया था, तो लेक्चर्स अभी मैं ज्यादा देख नहीं रहा हूँ। अगर कोई मेरे कंसेप्ट वीक है तभी तभी मैं इन सब्जेक्ट्स के लिए ज्यादातर देखूंगा। सो या दैट इज व्हाट आई एम थिंकिंग राइट नाउ।
Okay, okay, got it. So then, yeah, of course, you can go with the practice stuff and you can go with weekly quizzes or test series, whichever you are preferring, right? And try, of course, you see, if you are done with most of the stuff, then start with anything. You can give 1 to 2 weekly quizzes per day, per week. Okay. And for test series, like whichever you are comfortable with the flow, like topic wise, subject wise, you can go with it. That's fine. And parallel to that, of
ओके
course,
भैया,
you
थैंक
must do the revision to make the concepts in a refreshed way. Right? You must do the revision on regular basis. So you can
ओके
go with
भैया।
it. And if you're facing some issue, then of course you can refer the lectures.
ओके, ऑफ कोर्स, थैंक यू भैया।
Okay. Okay. Yes. So anyone wants to ask last? You can write in the chat section or you can unmute yourself. Or else we can end the meeting right now. Okay, Gaurav is asking, sir, did you refer any textbooks for your preparation? Personally, I haven't referred any standard books apart from like separately from the lectures because I mean in lectures the all the standard books are covered and all the foreign universities questions and screenshots are there. So ultimately, every standard book is actually covered. I mean, I haven't referred any particular separate book, I mean, any book separately. Everything was covered in the lecture and the practice questions and all the stuff, right? So that was a complete note for me. So there was not any need to like refer anything separately because every question and everything is yeah, right. It is from the standard books itself. So you will get a taste of every standard books of every authors, right? In the in any stuff related to go classes. Okay, so I guess everyone's doubts are clear. Sure. So let's meet again in the next mentorship session. So till then, all the best and enjoy learning.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
Okay, okay.